Hello Gemini, thank you for joining me for your July reading. Welcome to any new viewers. Do click that subscribe button there so that you don't miss out on any future updates. So I'll just focus here for you, Gemini. Thank Great Spirit, Angels and Guides for joining us for Gemini's reading. And thank you for any messages that come through for Gemini for July, for their highest good and for the good of all concerned. Okay, first quadrant. Okay, you have quite a few people that you've got showing up. Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands. So these are people that you're dealing with or connected to. This could be siblings, because the third house here is siblings. Could be someone to do with your family, the Queen of Cups, water sign woman. Knight of Cups is also water sign energy, so Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio people are prominent here, as well as a fire sign, feminine energy with the Queen of Wands. Wands are fire signs, so Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy, very strong there. Knight of Cups showing up in your spread is about being a bit of a romantic dreamer, Gemini. And it also could find that this month you're invited to lots of different things, so there's an invitation coming your way. Queen of Cups, as I said, is Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, feminine energy card, and this is about your feelings and transforming an ordinary situation into something extraordinary, being able to trust your sixth sense. And also there's a message of the peacemaker here with the Queen of Cups showing there as well. In the area of your earning ability, your family dynamics and your talents. Here in the area which is to do with your siblings, your mental activity, short journeys, trade, speech and education, you've got the Queen of Wands. Now she is really connected to that spark of creativity and wanting to live life to the fullest, and that's what your strongest communication is here this month, is really, you know, living it up and being and enjoying the romance of being able to do that, I feel. Okay, so the woman in your life can really benefit quite significantly also with this romantic energy for those Gemini men. And for the Gemini ladies watching, this is letting you know that you will be receiving those romantic invitations. Then in the second quadrant, you have returning from a time of rest. So if you've had to sort of be held back or had to go into some sort of retreat or isolation or restrictions, this is saying that there will be a return to more activity. So yes, it is tedious and yes, it is holding you back, but you will be able to return to normal activities. So take one step at a time, and it's a message of not pushing yourself, not pushing others. But I think you sort of, maybe there's a bit of cabin fever there indicated for you Gemini, sun, moon or rising Gemini. So if you do know your rising signs, do look for the readings on that as well that I'll have also in this month's readings. Now, the Five of Wands reversed is very interesting because this is about not wanting to put up with unethical people, and you're willing to start again or start over, and you know that you know you've got this. You know that you're able to stand your ground and break through any obstacles. And this is in the area of matters of the heart, your hobbies, where you find your joy, games, and children. This area always has a strong connection to one's children. So you're able to overcome anything that you may have to deal with to do with unethical people or situations. And then you have Temperance. Now this is reversed as well. So Temperance is letting you know that there could be some adjusting needed here. You need to adjust to the highs and lows. This is to do with working conditions and also your mind, body and well-being. Okay, so there may be some deadlines that you have to meet in connection with that area of your life. And here you have the Four of Cups reversed. Now this is in your partnerships area, and the Four of Cups reversed is about you emerging from your own self-exile and becoming more social and keeping your options open. So maybe this may be really relating to you for someone that's having to deal with, you know, tough restrictions or limitations, things that have been holding you back, and you're emerging ready to really come out and get things moving along in that area of partnerships, whether it's your business or marriage or with groups. Okay, and it's also connected to legal affairs and contracts, and it's about getting the balance and harmony right. And I feel with that Four of Cups there that you may not have been able to have that social life that you are now sort of discovering here through July, that you can have the social life that you've been looking for, and bright ideas and creative sparks fly with the Ace of Wands appearing in your spread. Love the Ace of Wands. Fresh new ideas, inspiration, optimism, and it's also letting you know that if you've got something new that you want to launch and present to the world, the Ace of Wands is letting you know that you can do that. And this is in the area of joint resources, other people's money, getting a loan, inheritances, and the 8th house is also about taxes, banks, birth and renewal. And the Ace of Wands loves renewal. And it's also a case when the aces appear in your spread that there's a gift. Something is coming your way, a gift of some description, so that'll be nice. King of Wands, so you've got the Queen and the King of Wands, so if they're fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, very strong. up here in your long-term objectives, where you are propelling yourself forward. This is the area of foreign affairs, travel, foreign lands, law, philosophy. And the King of Wands, he's all about being a leader, making bold decisions, and a need for independence. Three of Cups is again invitations. So I do feel one of the main things that is being shown here is that you're being invited to something. Someone's inviting you to take part in something here, Gemini. So go for it. Why not? The Three of Cups is a beautiful energy. It is about the bonds that you form and having shared good times with your partners, friends and family. There is invitations and joyful occasions indicated when you have the Three of Cups appear. And the three is generally about growth and expansion as well. And when three people agree, so shall it be. So if three people agree on something, then so shall it be. So this is in the area of your career, the zenith of the wheel, your reputation and your social status. So your social life is really picking up. July is going to be good for that. Page of Wands is a really good message. So you've got some good news coming, which is exciting. And it's also again, it's about something creative. So there's a lot of fresh new ideas around you, Geminis, an opportunity for growth, and there's a message coming to you about that, and it's through your friendship groups or social activities. And you've got the King of Pentacles, the Midas touch, but be careful of the Midas touch, because everything Midas touch turned to gold and then he couldn't eat or move. So be careful of that. But it's a very good sign of if you want to increase your income, you've got the opportunity going to be presenting itself to you, Gemini, to do that with that King of Pentacles. So he is forging a pathway of success and acquiring his material possessions, and there's a bit of a genius, financial genius and business savvy. Could be a bit of a business wizard with this. So lovely there in that 12th house area, because that's your subconscious. That's where you do your co-creating, is what you focus on, where your mind is being held. And this for you is to do with your ability to co-create and bring this manifestation of a path of wealth and prosperity into reality. So you're using those powers that you do possess, and you're using that to manifest that. So it's a wonderful opportunity being shown to me here for you, Geminis. You're going to get some really good news, and it is going to really highlight that creative spark that all you Geminis do have, that sometimes you don't actually get to focus on. But I feel here through July you're really going to be able to work on it and focus on it. You even got invitations drawing you to it. So just remember, Gemini, if you think it's a sign, then you can be sure that yes, it is. Definitely is a sign. Okay, so what guardian angel is there for Gemini this month in July? Who is Gemini's guardian angel? Okay, got two there. So you've got the angel of past issues, number 23. So there may be something from the past that you've got to deal with. So those for you with children, I feel that it is something connected with your children, because that Five of Wands there was letting you know that you're not going to put up with anything unethical, and that, yeah, that's to deal with something to do with children. Unfortunately, you may have to sort of guide them a little bit more, and it's something to do with past issues. But you also have the angel of gratitude, compassion, mindfulness, perspective, forgiveness, abundance, peace, selfless, purpose, and number 13. Number 13 is quite a lucky number. So there's sort of been that theme running all year, actually, where there's the positive and the negative. Like something good will come, and then something challenging will happen. Something that is very prosperous will present itself, and then there's something that you've got to sort of fork out money for, and you know, maybe get repaired or things like that. So there's this sort of duality happening most of the year, actually. So even though, you know, you're not putting up with any nonsense, there's also some good things coming out of that as well. So you've got a bit of both happening there. And we have the angel oracle here. So now is the time, Gemini, to, if you have a question while I'm shuffling, ask that question. And your answer here is a year from now. You've even got a time frame. Beautiful, isn't it? So things are all unfolding, and whatever you're working on and starting to co-create now will manifest in a year from now. So you want those thoughts of yours to be on the most beautiful, healthy, vibrant, prosperous outcome that you can muster. Okay, so that's the end of part 1, and I will now focus on part 2 of the planetary placements for you, Geminis. Gemini, now we have the planetary placements for July, and movements where the shifts are taking place. So firstly, we have the transformational planets all up here. And the planets of transformation are Uranus, Neptune and Pluto. So that's where the changes are taking place. So you've got big changes taking place connected with your finances and the resources that you share with others, your emotional values and taxes, insurance, banks, inheritances. That's all being amplified here with Pluto. Pluto being in your 8th house, Gemini. And then you also have Neptune here in the 10th house. And Neptune is retrograde, and it will stay retrograde until December. So this is where there can be a bit of confusion in the career area of your life, in your reputation, in dealing with governments or parents. So Jupiter retrograde will be taking it back into Aquarius. So Neptune's retrograde and until the 1st of December. Now, Neptune is also the channel for other realities to come through. It's a real psychic energy connected to Neptune. Alright? So you may find that your psychic abilities are aroused. Your beliefs and intuition. You could find that you're more sensitive to those sort of things. Alright? And then you have Uranus here in the 12th house, so that's what things are hidden, where you can self-sabotage, and that expect the unexpected energy with that Uranus there. So it's a really good time with Uranus in Taurus to be focusing on filling your body with the life-giving light of healing, seeing that violet light or white light entering through your crown chakra and filling your body with life-giving light that is healing and raising your vibration, because there is a quantum step forward connected to this download from Uranus. Okay, but you've got to look before you leap. Look before you leap, because you don't want to confront anything too unexpected. But this is sort of the Uranus energy is what puts that bit of zing into our life, because it does bring the surprises and you know, even windfalls. So just be mindful of that. So now the moon here is in Cancer. So we have the new moon in Cancer on the 10th of July. So set your intentions as we usually do at the beginning of the new moon, because it can be literally a time of new beginnings. And being in Cancer, it's a very emotional time. It's also a wonderful nurturing time, and it symbolizes your subconscious mind and your psyche, your feelings, your instincts, time of reflection and family, loved ones, that kind of thing. So there could be a new beginning to do with that as well. All right, and this is in the area of your measure of self-worth and your values and your constructive talents and the family dynamics. All right, then the sun is here in Leo, which is the 3rd house for you Geminis. So there's powerful yang energy, person of authority that you may have to be in contact with or deal with, because the sun rules heads of state, father figures, your integrity, and it is also about your confidence and leadership as well, and the sense of oneself, one's authentic self, and communicating from that. So along with Leo in the sun in Leo, which it's in its own, the sun rules Leo. Okay, so it's a good placement for it. Mars is also in Leo, and so is Venus. So we've got Mars and Venus and the sun all in Leo. Now with Mars in Leo, it is also well complemented, so it's an excellent time for organising things. It also highlights your sex life, so that could be very colourful or rewarding. And it's also highlighting that need for physical exercise. So you may find yourself really focusing more on toning up and getting those muscles looking good. And Venus is also here, conjunct, walking along with Mars, and also Venus is the planet of love, unity, peace, harmony, social life, pleasure and happiness, and it governs luxury and wealth. So that is also here in the area of communication. So now this could be a time where you may be able to, you know, do really well at speech, giving a speech, getting your point across, being able to communicate yourself really well. It's a good time for those of you that are wanting to expand your world in the sense of those of you that are single. You could actually meet someone that you could find that you're really interested in or attracted to, with this Sun, the Moon and Venus all travelling through Leo, because there is that extrovert kind of energy connected to it as well. Now on the 29th, Mars moves into Virgo here, into the 4th house, so the attention comes back onto family and home, and Venus moves in there as well on the 22nd. That brings more attention to family and home as well, but wanting to beautify and even find yourself giving yourself home beauty treatments and things like that is highlighted here with that. Then we have Mercury, and Mercury is in the 1st house in Gemini. So very, very chatty, very talkative and willing to, you know, sort of widen your horizons with that. And talking the language of love too. So again, for because you've got that romance card there with that Knight of Cups, sorry. So you may find that you're really putting yourself forward and sharing your feelings quite deeply for somebody, because our feelings are being very highlighted here this month as well. And then you have Jupiter here. Jupiter is up there in the 10th house in that Pisces area with Neptune, where you had the card of invitations and celebrations in the zenith of the wheel, in your career and social status. Nice place for it to be. Now, Neptune's retrograde, Jupiter's retrograde, Saturn is retrograde, and Pluto is retrograde. So we've got a few planets in retrograde this month, and they're the transformational planets, so there is big transformations taking place. Now, the Jupiter retrograde is until the 18th of October. And on the 28th of July, it moves back into Aquarius. So the 22nd to the 28th is a really good time for liver detox and remembering to take everything in moderation. Okay? By doing things in moderation, Jupiter propels you forward. Okay, so that is in the area of your social status and reputation. Okay, so I will just focus here now and find your confirmation card for you, your animal message. Oh, there we go. Oh, two messages, so we'll read both of them. So we have the Six of Winter, the rescue cat. So the challenging times are coming to an end and you can now breathe a sigh of relief. Let the past go and embrace happier times ahead. And you've got the Four of Summer, the tortoise. Your responsibilities may distract you from noticing all the gifts that God is presenting to you. Be open to investigating opportunities that come your way now. Lovely. So thank you, Gemini, so much for joining me. May you have many blessings, and sending loving light to you, Geminis. Thank you so much for your support and for liking my video. And until next month, namaste.